Hi everyone, this is 3 Minutes Blender tutorial. I'm your host here. My name is Matchy. Start with Match and IE at the end. I just want to make a quick intro before we get into the tutorial. This is a 3-minute series Blender tutorial. I will keep every clip in a 3-minute basis. The reason I'm doing that because I think you can learn Blender much more easy if you could break down the learning pattern into small parts. Before the tutorial gets started, I have to remind you guys that you must memorize the shortcut key, cause that is the critical issue how you can learn Blender in a more efficient way. And because this is a 3 minutes Blender tutorial, if I'm going too fast, you can always pause and reverse back to the place you confused with. So let's start the introduction of Blender today. The Blender version I'm using is 2.708, which you could download from www.blender.org. It's a freeware, you don't require any money to download it, so you could just go and download it. After you have downloaded it, you could open it and you have the screen like that. Then you can right click into it so you will get into default scenes. The default scene will include a cube, a camera and the light, just like is shown in here. As this tutorial is the introduction tutorial, I'm not going to do any interaction with the Blender. I just want you to have a first glance on this Blender software. As you can see here, Blender is made up of 7 components. The first one is the information windows, which is here. The second one is the 3D view, which is the scene you see in here. We call it 3D view windows. And next to it there's a toolbar, and down at the bottom there's a 3D windows header, which this header makes some interaction within the 3D view. And beside the 3D windows header there's a timeline windows down underneath. This window shows the frame of your animation. So this window is where you can make your animation. And at the right top hand corner there's outlier windows. It's just like a control panel that you have made within the Blender in the outlier mode. And the last one is the property windows. This window combines most of the functions you can do within the Blender. And if you try to move your cursor into the edge of each window, you can see that you can prolong it or you can shorten it. And in case someone don't have the screen like me, you can always go to the top left corner of each window and you can swap each window view by clicking this button. So that's all for the introduction. We'll